My fandom started just like many others did, by surprise. It all began on a second grade field trip to the movie theaters. I remember we had two choices of movies, either Princess Diaries 2 or Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. I was not a Harry Potter fan at all. I mean, Abracadabra, Alakazam, it really was not my thing. But neither were princess movies. So reluctantly, I chose to see Harry Potter. At this point, I had never seen any of the Harry Potter movies, but I remember my neighbor at the time was a Harry Potter mega nerd. He had Harry Potter everything, bedspreads, posters. He even named his cat Potter. He always tried making me watch the films, but I had to constantly remind him that I'm not a nerd. Then the movie started, and I remember hearing that soft piano play throughout the theater. I was trying to get into this movie, but it was just so bizarre. Harry was lighting the tip of his wand and using it as a flashlight. A lady turned into a big fat balloon, and there were these super scary ghosts on the train. I was just really confused, and before I knew it, I fell asleep. Then Harry screaming something woke me up.
Expecto Patronum!
When I opened my eyes, I was even more confused when I saw this white substance coming out of Harry's wand. I just didn't know what was going on. After the field trip, many years have passed by, and I still had the same attitude towards the Harry Potter series. Now, I didn't hate Harry Potter. I just didn't understand what all the fuss was about. But that all changed when I was a freshman in high school. I had just gotten home from school, and I began flipping through the channels trying to find something to watch. As I flipped through, I caught a glimpse of Harry Potter in this wizard battle. He was shooting these red lasers from his wand. It looked kind of cool, so I stayed on the channel and watched it a bit longer. I found myself getting pulled into the action. Who are these people? What is happening? Why is Harry fighting this noseless Squidward? I couldn't change the channel. I was glued. At the time, ABC Family had Harry Potter weekends, where they would play nothing but the movies all day long. And that weekend was the birth of my fandom. In total, there are 8 Harry Potter movies. That weekend, I watched the 4th and 5th movie. So the next day, I wanted to make the next logical step, and so I rented the 8th and final movie to see how it all ends. I eventually did watch every movie in order, and I absolutely loved it. I also made an account on Pottermore, a website for Harry Potter fans. On there I took a quiz that sorted me into my own house, Hufflepuff. So I quickly deleted that account, and I took the quiz again until I became a Gryffindor. My favorite book of the series is Goblet of Fire, the same one I saw on TV. In it, there is an upcoming tournament between the 3 major schools of magic, with only one participant selected from each of these schools by the Goblet of Fire. On Halloween, the Goblet of Fire picks Fleur Delacour from Beauxbatons Academy, Victor Crumb from Durmstrang Institute, and Cedric Diggory from Hogwarts to compete in the Tri-Wizard Tournament. However, mystery begins when it additionally gives a 4th name.
Harry Potter.
I finally understood why everybody loved Harry Potter. The story and its characters are so detailed, it becomes extremely immersive. Every time I pick up a book, it's like I'm walking into this non-existent magical world. If only there was a way to go to Harry Potter's world, a way to walk the halls of Hogwarts, ride the Hogwarts Express, and shop in Diagon Alley. Oh yeah! This past spring, I was able to live my nerd fantasy of becoming a wizard at the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. I was walking in this made-up world that I've known so well. It was absolutely surreal. I was surrounded by people dressed as wizards and witches, and somehow it felt normal, as if I fit in completely, as if I'd been there before. And in a way, I have. I am a huge Harry Potter fan, or what's properly called a Potterhead. And I used to think people like me were nerds for liking such a thing. But if that's true, consider me a nerd, Consider me a mega ultra super nerd, because there's nothing wrong with what you like. Everybody has their own fandom, and I encourage people to embrace it. I'm proud to be part of the Harry Potter fandom, and I will be a part of it. Always.